Okay, so mixed room items 1. On here you've got lockers, 2 lockers. You've got 3 bunks, and you've got the double door, which is quite nice with the big glass door. Okay, so first of all, let's have a look at the locker, which basically sits on a wall like that. Okay, pop one of those out, and again, the way it kind of works with the lockers, similar to sort of the clone chambers. The difference is, because it's got this cut on here, and this half cut, what it means is that it's not a reversible part. Okay, but what that does mean is that you've got that opportunity, whereas once you've popped it together, you're happy with how it's assembled, it's nice fit. No reason why you can't glue it into place, because it's you're not going to be taking it apart. So okay, so as before, make any adjustments that you see fit, and I think there's a little bit of an adjustment needed here. Just across the top there. That might be enough. I might readjust it. And on this one as well. Just a little bit of card off the top. Oh, this, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if you're going to glue it anyway, but this would be a great place to do the edging glue. And then just carefully make sure it fits and it slots on nicely. And just thinking, does that need a bit of adjustment? I think actually just a tiny bit on here, and here to widen that up. A little bit of tool blade overhang. Does that need a little bit of, or is that going to be alright? I think that's alright. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so we're going to slot that in on there. Okay, and then you've got this part here, which then carefully slots across the top, and I might need a tad of adjustment on that. Yeah, I think it's kind of right, but I get it just right. Yeah, a little bit of adjustment on that, a little bit more on that one, I think, just to get it through. Whoops! I love these lockers. There's something about seeing these lockers in the on the set which just really good. It's one of the things that kind of suggested on the Kickstarter in the comments, and it's I did a quick little design and it just fell together when I was doing the textures. And when I put it on the set and took the first photographs, absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. That sits, that slots on there quite nicely at the top. Excuse me. And then on the other side, exactly the same thing again, like so. And I think that's going to be perfect. There you go. Job done. And this, because it's not got a full slot on it, it'd be a bit silly if it had clips across the top. This is a bit where it's kind of a bit loose, but you really don't need to worry about it, because even if you've got one that sort of comes off here, it won't come off in game, because when you clip it to the wall, what happens is it locks it in place against here as well, so it suddenly becomes nice and solid. But again, this is a part you're not going to be taking apart, an item you're not going to be taking apart. So, why not just pop a little bit of glue in there, have it sit there permanently. Job done. Okay, so that's that. What else have we got on here? Next thing is the bunks. These little fellas here. Now, again, these are kind of fiddly. and because these are held in tension here by the actual slots itself, rather than a kind of a two-piece clip that goes together, only one part has got the pinch on it. And also the bunks got a half cut here, which kind of holds it. So the whole thing needs to be held quite tightly. So on here we've done the tooling on the slots quite tight, and again because of that, you might need a little bit of adjustment on there. So, but let's pop one off anyway. Okay. One thing I've got to tell you about the locker as well is that we popped there is a sort of a hole at the top of there. Don't take any notice of that at all. Again, what that's for is when it's clipped onto a wall, if you want to build on to another level, you've got that ability to do that. When we first designed the lockers and put them on the Kickstarter, when I started building up the second level, I realised that you couldn't have a locker there if you wanted to do that, but hey ho, in that particular position right in the middle. So we've added that little slot in there, so don't worry about that. Okay, so back to these bunks. Okay, looking at this, that slot there needs a little bit of adjustment, I think. But you've got to be so careful. I don't want to have that. I don't want to have that too much. Because I really want to kind of have it so that it does just pinch and hold on to that nicely. And that one looks like it's going to pinch okay. Yeah, this one is all right. That one is all right. Or was it that one? I can't remember. Yeah, that seems about right actually. Okay. And again here, this is the part that's going to go underneath the bunk. And of course you've got a choice of having it this way, or you can have the sort of unmade kind of bit, as it were. Now here, it doesn't need to pinch. It needs to be, you know, a bit looser, so that you can slide it up and down. So on this, I can see there's a couple of slots that need adjustment here, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so first things first, pop this in the bottom. Angle it at the side. Let's have it the nicely made up side, as it were. So angle it at the side like that, and pop that down. And then same on this side, angle it at the side, pop it down. What you end up with is that bottom piece. Then simply bending it across the top here and across here, and keeping it nice and tight. Give that a good fold backwards here, and same there. Now if you're going to pen this to match colour, it's the ideal time to do it when it's got that fold. You can get right inside and do that, and then it kind of comes back and narrows that slot again. Okay, so stick it around the right way, and then just carefully, one bit at a time, pop it onto the top. So you've got a bit inside, a bit on the outside, over this side, here, oops, here, and here. Now again, this is a part that once it's assembled, no need at all to take it apart. You'll see in the storage video. So why not, once you've done it and assembled it like this, pop that back off the top. Now that you know it fits, pop a little bit of glue in, and the whole thing will stay exactly where it is, and you've got the pillar on top. But if you're going to do that, don't glue this part at the bottom, because this part here is the bit that if you're having a battle and you tip the bed over and you want to get somebody in there for cover, that's the part that you can basically slide up to here, okay, to create that where your figure can stand in and you've got the cover. Okay, so you really want that bit to stay intact, to be able to sort of slide up and down, as it were. and if you ever wanted to take that bottom piece out and you've glued it up the top, it does actually come out. If you do it enough at an angle like that, you can just pop it in and out if you wanted it like that for whatever reason, I don't know. But that's the option you've got. Okay, so that is the bunk. Finally, on here, all we've really got left is the double door. And I don't really need to show you, on a crate, I don't really need to show you how to put the double door together, because it's exactly the same as a single door, and it's the same with the crate as well. Okay, so this is the crate I've already put together. It fits together exactly the same as the crate from the room items, so I don't need to show you how to do that, just adjust it as necessary. What I haven't done yet actually is showed you these little counters. I showed you on the sheet, but I didn't really demonstrate it. They're just designed to fit under here. So if you've got a search mission or whatever like that, and you wanna, you spend an action point or whatever searching, you can open it up, and you'll find that here we've got ammo, or it could be that you've got medical supplies. And depending on the game you're playing or whatever, it could be, or the game you've created. That might be a great way of doing it. So anyway, so on here you've got this this small crate, and the double wall. It's double door. Sorry, it's just it's just exactly the same as a sort of a single door. It's assembled in exactly the same way. The difference is that it's actually, because it's wider, it doesn't have any clips at all. Okay, it doesn't need any clips. Doesn't need any of these sort of wall clips, because it's part of the architrave or the archway, which the ramps connect directly into. Yeah, that's that. Assemble the same way, and of course the door exactly the same way. Just goes in there and creates a blast door. So nothing to show you on that other than that. So that's it. That's it for mixed room item 1. Head to the next sheet.